Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel PowerBud. Today I am going to show you about how to generate the bill of material in Altium. So in this video I am going to discuss about what is bill of material, what are the components of a bill of material, what are the things which you have to consider while you are generating a bill of material, and how to select the components, and how to select the components based on the supplier, and how to collect the price details. All these details today I am going to cover. So let's check. Like BOM elements. So first of all, what is a bill of material? Bill of material is list of components associated with a product or board. Here you can see this is an exploded view of a component. So here you can see mainly like different parts you can see, right? So how you will categorize this? So mainly there are two category, EBOM and MBOM, and based on the complexity of the product, again system will be there, software will be there, all these things will be coming. But here like this kind of product, mainly EBOM and MBOM is required. So in this explorer view, what are the details you can see? You can see some enclosure, some structures here, again a bottom enclosure cover, a printed circuit board with a component assembled, and some wire. All these details you can see, right? Even motor is there. Hmm. and uh, and for this product you can see this enclosure and this structure and all will be falling into mechanical BOM, and this PCB, all these components will be falling into electrical BOM. And like other things are there, like system software will be there, that is separate. But for our case we only need to consider the EBOM and MBOM. So you can now understand, right, which are the components falling to EBOM and which are the components falling to EBOM. The components which are related to the electrical circuit, electrical connection, then those components will be falling into electrical BOM, that is EBOM. And other assemblies like the mechanical enclosure, screws, fasteners, for example washer, all these things will be coming into MBOM. Okay. And important things when you're generating a BOM, you have to generate a BOM using a proper template. Why we require a template is like when you are going to for a mass production or for the proper standard format you have to follow, means you have to prepare using a template. If it is very like a rough format, means we don't know in which product we are going to use this BOM, and what is the end customer, what are the quantity, what is the price. All these details will not be available in a proper template. And when it is approved, in which year it is made, all these details will be missing in without a proper template. So you have to maintain a proper template. And Excel, of course we have to process the template for process the bill of material in Excel. Why means, suppose if you are arranging all these components in a PPT or in a Word document, it will be very difficult to see, right? It will be very difficult to analyze. So it is always better to add these details in a Excel format only. That is the standard format. That's it. That is the easiest format. And what are the important parameters which we have to include in a bill of material? We have to include the price details, availability details, supplier details. Apart from this, we also have to include the quantity, the other parameters like value, the reference designator like C1, C2, R1, R2, all these values we have to add. And what is the project name, who approved the project, when it is prepared, this BOM is prepared, when it is released, all these details we have to enter in a proper bill of material. So in this video I will go show you a proper BOM template, and also you can also create a customized template for your application. Like you can add your company logo, your name, all these details you can add in your BOM. So now let's check how to generate a BOM in Altium. So in Altium, like you have some components here, right? So generally what people will do, people will copy paste one component from here to here and they will change the value. Suppose if you generated or imported the parameters in the symbol itself, then you may forgot to add the part number. So these errors will be generally there in a BOM. This also I will show you how to avoid. So mainly, if you have a proper component backup library, for example, if you have a dedicated symbol for 15K and also a dedicated symbol for 10K with a proper part number, then you can directly generate and you can directly use the BOM generating using Altium. Otherwise, what I will suggest you, you have to only generate the BOM with reference designator value. Then you can add the part number. Then you can collect all other information like description, mass production value, quantity available, all these details you can collect. Okay. So first we'll check how to generate the BOM. Before generating the BOM, just check all the parts have the proper designator. Here you can see are these two components missing the proper reference designator. What you can do, you can go to tools, annotation, annotate schematic. Then here you can see update changes list. Two changes were made because now we only had two components without the reference designator, right? Those two components you can see here. Those two components you can see here. uh, so what you have to do, you have to accept changes, validate changes, execute changes. Now you annotated your schematics. Okay, and you have to export this change into PCB. Now I am not going to show that. That is not our I'm going not going to show today that. Okay, so now we have the proper designators. To generate the BOM, click on reports, bill of material. Here you can see the BOM window is opened and here all components are there. Sometimes this will be showing like this, only 2 or 3 rows. That means it is grouped together. So now here these two set of components are grouped together based on the comment. What you can do, if you don't want to group, you can remove, or if you want to group with a particular like capacitor altogether, resistor altogether, then you can select using comment or using the category. Okay, so I am not going to use the group together option today. I need like this only. But still here you can see some details are not correct or some details are not required. Footprint we are not going to use radial 0.3, but I am going to use is 0603 for all the components. Okay, so this footprint information is not correct, I know, because I haven't assigned the proper footprint or I haven't assigned the proper part number. Like you can see here many parameters are there. These are all we can fill while you are creating the component itself, but the problem is you have to create components separately. This method generally will follow in MNC multinational companies, like they have to make sure perfectly 100% that there is no error in the production line. For that those kind of details, what they will do, they will create individual component, they will assign all the values and they will review the components, then only they will release in a library. So those kind of application, they will have a general footprint library or component library. From that library only each component they will pick and place in the schematic. For example, 1K0603 they will have a dedicated schematic symbol and a footprint, they will place that in the schematic. Again for 10K they will search and they will place, so like that. But in our case what we will do, generally if you don't have that much time, what we will do, we will copy paste one resistor from one point to another and we will simply change the value and package the value field only. So here you can see we have a value field, this is important, we need this. Okay, so if you click here it will come here. Quantity is required, library reference, this is not required. So here you can check and you can hide. Footprint I know I'm not going to use this footprint, I'm going to use 0603 for all the components. So what you can do, you can hide this designator we need, quantity need, value required. Description is not correct. This is only the label. This is not the proper description. This I don't know. Okay, description hide it. Then comment is also not required. Okay, so we have this value. Now go to general window, like this tab. Here you can see uh, export option. In this export option there is one file format and template. Here you can change the file format. So generally you can select Excel only. So I selected Excel only, and the template here BOM template single supplier. So in your window it may be like this. In Altium there are two standard template available, BOM template, dual supplier. So if you are generating without a template, the BOM will look like this. Designator will be there, quantity will be there, value will be there. There is no other details available like this. These three details will be there. But if you generate with a BOM template, it will be like this: part number, description, designator, bill of material details, where it is generated, when it is generated, all details will be there, and all the relevant column will be available. Similarly, you can generate with a dual supplier, single supplier. A single supplier, dual supplier concept is like, if you're end of the day, if you have only one part in your BOM, for example, 1 kilo ohm 0603 package, you only have one resistor from Vishay, then it is single supplier. But for the same value, for example, if you have a resistor from Vishay and Yaju, it is dual supplier. That is the concept. Okay, so like that you can assign, and what you have to do, you have to just export. Okay, when you export this, you will get a file like this. Now, what are the things missing here? We don't have a proper part number here. For selecting the part number, the main thing you have to consider is, for resistor, you have to consider the value that you have to refer using a decade resistance value. For example, 1K, 10K, 1.2K, 1.8K, all these values are standard values. For example, 1.75K, 1.65K, all these are not standard value. So for those selecting the standard value, you have to check decade table. Why we need to select a standard value? Because most of the supplier will be providing resistor with a standard value. In between, some values will be there, means you don't get those kind of resistor. For example, 1.75 kilo ohm resistor and all is not available. So like that you have to select. Then based on the power rating, for example, if you want to select your requirement is zero point 0.1 watt, then you have to select more than 0 0.1 watt power rating. You have to select 0.15 watt, 0.2 watt power rated resistor. Okay, then tolerance, you have to select what is the proper tolerance. For example, from 0.5, 0.1 tolerance, you can select up to 10, 15 tolerance. That is also depending upon the cost. So generally you can select 1 or 2% tolerant component. 5% means the component performance will be not that much accurate, and 0.1% will be very accurate. The problem is price will be high, and also the case code in which footprint you are going to buy. For example, if you want to design very compatible board, then you have to select 0603, otherwise 0805, like that you can select. Also this case code will be directly depending upon the power rating. That also you have to think, you have to consider these details. And for the capacitor, what are the things you have to consider? You have to select the value. Again, standard value you have to select. For example, 100 nanofarad will be there, 99 nanofarad capacitor is not available. Like that you have to select. And from where we will get the standard value? If you search for decade table, you will get all these details. One sample file I will attach in my description. Then based on the voltage rating, for example, if you are placing the, generally we will place this capacitor across the supply. Then for example, you have a 10 volt requirement, you have to select 1.25 to 1.35 times more than the voltage level. Then you have to select for 20 or 25 volt capacitor. Then case code again is like 0603, 0805. Based on your requirement, you can select the case code. Tolerance, again 5%, 10%, 20% capacitance range will be there. So based on the cost you have to select, and based on the accuracy of the product you are expecting, that also you have to select. Then life cycle, how many cycle charging and discharging, that is the life cycle. So based on that you have to select. More life cycle means the more durability, otherwise it will not last for more than 1 or 2 years. Okay, it is for the switching characteristics like charging discharging cycle. Then other parameters like ripple current handling, dv by dt rating, all these are associated to some other type of capacitor, not for ceramic capacitor, like for example electrolytic capacitor or for the paper capacitor, bicap, all this snapper capacitor, all these things we have to consider some other parameters. Like diode category, you have general purpose diode, Schottky diode, TVS diode, like that only. Okay, so today in my BOM I need all this value: 1k, 10k, 1.5k, 10k and 15k. So I am going to select this. Before selecting this I am going to change the format. Okay, I have a sample file here, this Moser. Okay, I'm going to paste this here. Just remember to follow this format. Okay, part number. First of all, I have to assign the part number. So for R1 1K0603. So for 1K resistor, you can see here there are multiple options. What you have to select? You have to select based on the mass production price. Here you can see, right, this price. So end of the day you will be buying with a mass quantity. So like that you have to select. For example, I will select this one. Okay, this the price is comparatively less, so I am going to select this. So 1K I've added, then 10K, value you can enter here. Okay, the mouse is not responding properly. Okay, 10K. Okay, if I add more components, it will take some time. So I will just select one component only. Okay, this will be fine. So what are the things you have to consider? You have to consider the price in mass production. So you have to check which is having lesser. So okay, here it is having less price, right? 0.415 if you buy 1000 pieces. Okay, then I will select this part only. Okay, I have added that. Why I am editing in this, I will show you. And so you can remove for now this. We have the reference designator, part number, quantity. Okay, these are the main things we require now. For now I am not adding any value here. Okay, I will just remove this, but you have to select like that I told. I will delete this for now, and I will show you how to collect other details now. Okay, quantity I have added. This is not required for now, so I will delete this. So what I did, I added the correct part number here. I have the quantity, I have the reference designator. Just save this file. Okay, and you don't need to give any format here. You can give like this only. Okay, I'm saving this file and close this file. Okay, so this is my file which I closed and I saved here. Just copy this folder name, this we need, and this is very important. Okay, you can open Mouser, create an account in Mouser. So similar facilities available in DigiKey, but personally I prefer Mouser because I felt it is easy. Create a account in Mouser and go to services and tool. Here if you click in home page, if you click services and tool, it will, this page will be loading. Okay, go to BOM tool. Now click on get started, upload spreadsheet, choose file, then upload our file. Okay, then click on upload my spreadsheet, so it will show like this. Click on next. Now here you have to select this as customer part number, the reference designator. Okay, and this one as manufacturer part number, not Mouser part number. If you select Mouser part number also it is fine, but what is the correct method is, because it is the manufacturer part number. For example, we have nickname in home, right? And we will have an official name. So manufacturer part number is the name which given by the supplier, that the manufacturer itself, and Mouser is the local part number internally Moser uses. So you have to select manufacturer part number only. Then quantity 1 you have to select. The quantity 1, quantity 2, quantity 3, many are there. Quantity 1 you have to select. Okay, then press next. Then in which currency you need the price details. So I need the price details in Indian rupee, and I am giving a condition only include ROHS component product in my result. Because why I am telling this, ROHS is something like if your component is not containing any harmful chemical or something like that, so that is ROHS component. So that also you can select. If you don't want, means you don't need to select, but it is better to select. Okay, then click on process BOM. Now one window will open. Ta-da! You have the component, everything is available here, right? Now what you have to do, you have to click on export, then select data type. You have to select manufacturer part number, manufacturer name, description, unit price one, then order quantity, order unit price, then availability, then other details if you want, means you can add. Oh, I only need this much. Okay, now click on export. Ta-da! Something came, right? See, very easy. We have the manufacturer part number. This is from Vishay. What is the description? Okay, this is 1 kilo ohm, 1 by 10 watt. It is correct only. And what is the unit price? Order quantity 1, order unit price. Okay, what is the availability? So currently this much parts is available in Moser, minimum or order quantity. Okay, so all these details you can export in a very few steps. Okay, now order quantity, this if you change like for example this is for 1000 board, then you can multiply this with 1000 board, and same you can upload and you can collect the mass production price. So that price will be again reducing. See, this one will be easy, right? Okay. I hope this video is useful for you. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. For coming videos, I will show you how to properly select in the components based on the parameters. Mainly, I will focus on resistor and capacitor. But if you select for all the project, if you are a beginner, one by one you will start learning everything. Okay, you have to check what are the parameters involving in resistor. For example, if you select a 10 kilo ohm resistor, what is this 0603, what is this 0.1 watt, all these details you can search and you can collect all the information. Okay, I hope this video is useful for you. If you like the content, please subscribe and support. Thank you for watching. Bye.